Hey everyone, it's Spearhead from Spearhead Airsoft, and I'm just going to be doing a little bit of an update video on my last video, which was also my only other video on this channel. It's just a little update video on the rate of fire and the trigger response differences between the G&G stock motor and the Matrix Magnum motor. Now, there was a big difference in between the two, but I realized that, well, I found out that after playing with the standard 8.4 volt battery, which I was using throughout, the last couple of months, I realized that the Matrix Magnum started to slow down a bit, but that was only because the battery doesn't have enough juice to power the Matrix Magnum itself, and that's just because of it's a high torque motor and it requires some power, and the 8.4 volt battery just doesn't cut it. So, in the mail today, I got a brand new G&P 1600 milliamp 9.6 small type, and so far I'm extremely pleased with the results. And that's kind of what this video is about, is just showing you the results of changing out your batteries if you have a high torque motor or anything. So if you're running an 8.4 volt battery, yeah, your rate of fire is going to be high for the first, I don't know, maybe this is just me, but it's going to be high for the first couple of months, couple of weeks or so, depends on how much you use your gun. But if you really want to see a big difference and not risk blowing out your battery just because of the power of the motor, I would suggest getting a 9.6. Now, as you can see, my gun has changed since the last time you see it, and yes, the bottom handguard is off, just because I'm too lazy to put it on and off while changing out the batteries. So, anyway, this has changed a bit. This has just the same internals, except for a couple of changes. No changes on the rate of fire, anything to the rate of fire or power itself. It is still the same gearbox. It has a G&P hop-up, a system of bucking, and a Promi 6.03 type bore. Now, oh yeah, and I also took off the scope and I put a commando length barrel on there. With this, I still have the QD suppressor / flash hider kind of thing. I also put on LE stock, and I took off the little mock bolt carrier assembly kind of thing in there. So, anyway, as I was saying, as in my last video, the rate of fire was higher when I changed out the motors, but like I said, the batteries kind of don't have enough juice to pull this motor. So here's the trigger response for the 8.4 volt battery. As you can see, this is an Intellect 1200 mAh. So here is the trigger response and the rate of fire. As you can see, it's not too bad for an 8.4 volt. Now, with that said, yes, both batteries are fully charged. The 9.6 volt battery, I have found, does have the juice to power this motor. So, here's the trigger response for that. As you can see, it's higher. And here's the rate of fire. That is a lot higher, and that is because the 8.4 volt battery does not have enough juice to power the Matrix Magnum. Plain and simple. So, I would recommend getting an 8.4 volt or a 9.6 volt if you want to upgrade your gun's rate of fire and trigger response with a high torque motor. And, oh, yes, this gun is fuseless. That risks the damage to my wires and my gearbox, but it improves trigger response and rate of fire just by a tad, and right now that's what I'm trying to go for, high rate of fire, short, CQB kind of commando build. So, that's pretty much it for now. I also have a shout out to my good friend Parker Gidney, P-Gids, as we call him at our field, and also everybody at Spartan Assault Airsoft, because right now, without them, I would not be able to do any airsofting whatsoever. They are my teammates, they are my friends, they are just amazing people, and I think you guys should check them out if you're in the coastal to mid area in Maine, because the field is run by extremely, very, very, very good people. The moderators are very nice, very calm, very, very, well, just good people, as you can tell. I am extremely happy because without them, I couldn't have done half the things to this gun, because I'm not exactly the best in, well, financially, we are not the best family, but, Anyway, enough about that. I want to thank you, everybody at Spartan Assault, and my viewers for watching this, and also another shout out to all my teammates of my actual team at Black Mamba Airsoft. Without you guys, well, except for you, Colby, you're an ass. Just joking. You guys are all my good friends, my best friends, and you guys are my teammates and will remain that way for a long time. So, thank you all for watching this video. Rate, comment, and subscribe, please. And I'm also going to be having some upcoming videos. One is going to be a review on my KWA USP. Second is going to be a review on my Echo 1 P90. So, keep an eye out for those. Alright, this is Spearhead signing off. See you guys.